What's up curlies, it's your girl Kiki, welcome back to my channel, and in the video today I'm going to be sharing with you the biggest mistake that curly girls make. So let's get right into it. The biggest mistake that curly girls make is, in fact, letting their hair get dry. I know it might not be a massive thing for some of you, however, I'm going to explain why this is such a massive part of being a natural curly hair babe and why it is so important that dry hair is just not the one, and it is the biggest mistake that you will ever make. The first thing is that letting your hair get dry leads to breakage, okay? I'm gonna tell you why. When your hair is dry, it has zero elasticity, which means that if you pull it, if you tug it, if there's any manipulation to that hair strand, and your hair is particularly in a state of weakness, that hair is going to break off. And we all know that breakage leads to a lack in length retention, it can cause split ends, and it is just generally not what we want on our hair, is little pieces of broken hair in the sink, hair that's broken, different lengths. It is a shambles. So breakage is definitely a huge no-no. The second reason why dryness is the biggest mistake is that it leads to knots and tangles, and that is one of the worst things that we experience as a curly girl, especially if you have tighter hair, if you have type 4 hair, if you have 3C hair that is definitely more curly and more coily, then you will only know that tangles are not the one. It really plays a huge difference in our manageability, in how we retain length. And if you're a girl like me who gets single strand knots in the blink of an eye, then you need to make sure you do not let your hair get dry. When you let your hair get dry, there is no barrier as to the level of friction that your hair comes across. If you think about moisturizing your hair, if you've got a lovely sealant on your hair, there is a barrier there that's going to protect your hair from the elements, from clothes, from anything that's rubbing against it. It's going to give you a level of protection, and if that protection is not there, if your hair's just bone dry, then it is much easier to get knots, tangles, breakage, etc. That is the second reason why you cannot let your hair get dry. The third and final reason why letting your hair get dry is the biggest mistake you can make is that we are unable to style our hair. If you're a curly girl, you know that the first thing that you draw for when you are doing a new style is water. Water is the very first thing we need in order for our hair to get into any style, in order to get any curl clump, in order to get it into a ponytail. With anything, we generally need water to set our hair, and if there's like a hair out of place, or if we need to slick something back, or if we need to clump something together, it's water that's going to do that, okay? It's not going to be oil. If we were to go and try and slick our hair with oil, it's not going to work. So manageability is key. In order for us to get a nice style, we always need moisture, and if we don't have moisture, that is where we will see some breakage in our hair if we try and style our hair with zero moisturizer or leave-in product. I'm going to give you a few tips on how to moisturize before I finish up here, just to make sure that I've covered all of the bases. In terms of moisturizing, as I mentioned before, you do not want to draw for an oil. That is the worst way you can moisturize your hair. The best thing to do is you grab a spray bottle of water and you grab yourself some sort of leave-in conditioner, leave-in cream, or styler based product at the worst. But you need water in that product as the first ingredient, and you go in, you moisturize your hair, you apply your water, you apply your leave-in product, and then you can go and seal with either a gel or an oil or grease or whatever it is that you choose to seal in that moisture. But that is how you correctly moisturize your hair. Some people probably won't let it get past the first couple of steps, of water and leave-in, and that is absolutely fine. It's still moisturising your hair. If you have hair that is a little bit weaker and a little bit more prone to dryness, then you want to go in with that third step of sealing the moisture in with some sort of grease, gel or oil. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you want to take this one further and learn a little bit more about dryness, I have a hydration versus moisture video. If you are still struggling with moisture and moisture loss, your hair may be dehydrated, and that's a whole nother topic. So click the thumbnail at the end of this video to go to that one, and I will see you in the next one.